Would you buy a toilet bowl for $15,000 simply because John Lennon owned it? This toilet bowl was removed from his South England home from the period of 1969 to 1971, somewhere in that time frame. Maybe owning this would grant you some magical songwriting abilities to connect you to the deceased Beatle. I'm at the bridge, and today we'll talk about some really expensive items that were once owned, maybe touched for a brief time, from famous people who are now deceased, still alive, past, present. Let's go. Kurt Cobain was known for his wild stage antics, where he would just simply go nuts on stage, and mostly he was known for smashing his guitars and leaving them to pieces. That is, except for one Fender Mustang guitar held together by duct tape that sold for $100,000. If that's too rich for your blood, well, maybe you could buy the original fax that he sent to, not the fax, it's the original copy of what he sent to Courtney Love while he was tripping on acid. It sold for $19,000. Well, perhaps you'd want to feel a little bit closer to Kurt, and you'd buy his green cardigan that he wore on MTV Unplugged, and he was also seen wearing elsewhere. It cost $135,000. It better be a pretty comfortable cardigan. Interestingly, Courtney Love appears to be selling off items that Kurt Cobain once owned in some attempt to cash in on his fame, probably. Who knows what she'll sell next? She sold his cardigan. Maybe she'll sell his socks or underwear. Speaking of undergarments, the long deceased, proclaimed king of rock and roll, the king, yes, Elvis Presley, his underwear were very special in that they were soiled, and unsurprisingly, no one bought these. I mean, I wonder why. Would you want to? Clearly, among his personal effects, his soiled underwear is not something that people are looking to purchase. Which, if ever you were thinking of how much it would have cost you, is $13,000. Recently this year, 2017, an auction house tried to sell off a love letter sent from Tupac to Madonna, as well as some other items, some of which include a pair of worn panties, a hairbrush, and many other items. These items were a part of a rock and roll themed auction by Gotta Have It Collectibles. The letter itself was estimated to be $400,000. That's just what it was expected to bring in. But Madonna, not liking this, went to court, sought an emergency court order, and it was granted. So they had to remove those items as well as 22 other items, but a big portion of it still remained. Michael Jackson first found his roots in the band the Jackson 5 and grew up to be the king of pop, selling millions and millions of records. Sadly, he died in 2009, leaving behind him a legacy and his children. In 2003, he fell victim to a scandal of which he allegedly had committed molestations on children that visited his Neverland ranch. Luckily, he was acquitted, but unluckily, items that were taken during that investigation ended up in a businessman's hands, Henry Vaccaro from New Jersey. So among those items, a pair of underwear, a size 28 Calvin Klein were among the items that were recovered or taken, and it was placed on eBay for the tune of $1 million of reserve, and I don't even know if anyone even bought it. But it was definitely there. Someone tried to sell it, and if someone bought it for $1 million, dude. The benefit is it wasn't Elvis Presley's soiled underwear, but dude. So in 2008, Scarlett Johansson sneezed on a tissue on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. That's when he was the host. The tissue sold for $5,000. Luckily, or unsurprisingly I should say, she didn't actually want the money. Instead, she donated it to Harvest USA, which is a charity that provides food for the needy in soup kitchens. They take the surplus food from restaurants and other places and helps a brother out. Scarlett Johansson is actually very involved in charity work, so this isn't actually something that would be so surprising. Apparently, one person's trash is another person's treasure. As we've seen in some cases, if a celebrity merely touches an item or owns it for even a minute or whatever, it's automatically worth something to someone somewhere, and someone's gonna spend some serious cash to get it. Now, you and I, we're like, we don't got money for that. And second, why would you want that? And someone trying to sell Elvis's underwear that's soiled? Dude, no. And I doubt anyone even bought that underwear that Michael Jackson wore, or that he may have worn. No one wants that. A pair of underwear? Serious? $1 million? What world are you living in? Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Would you buy anything in this list? Let me know. Like, subscribe, do your thing. Follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page. I'm at the bridge. Thanks for watching. Cares aplenty.